push even harder. Well, I don't know how. I mean, it really all comes down to micro at this point. UpMagic probably has the advantage, but I mean, in this time right now he has the advantage. But the longer he goes without killing Stork, the more that advantage is going to diminish. He can't take too long here, and at the same time, if he gets too hasty and goes too quickly, he could run the risk of getting his units picked off by the Dragoons, like that right there. He just lost 2 vultures, 3 vultures he's lost now for 1 tank and an SCV. So this is what I say. It all comes down to control right here. Wow, it looks like Stork is gonna actually counter here. He's not gonna fight the army. He's gonna go for UpMagic's base. I'm not sure how smart this is. He's gonna leave himself completely open. Generally speaking, it's harder for a Protoss to kill a Terran with a hard counter than it is for a Terran to kill a Protoss. Just because, like, you know, just one tank with a few mines behind it can put up such a can really be very cost effective versus like 1 Dragoon versus, yeah, as we can see here. I mean, Stork now is losing his Nexus. He can't even really get into UpMagic's base and do any damage. Oh, except you got the Reaver in. The Reaver's in. He's got to pick that up. Okay, get out of there. He's got to at least kill some SCVs. I mean, at the very least, he has to do a lot of damage to the economy. Otherwise, there's no chance for him to win this game. It looks like he's going to hold off his main for a little bit, but he lost his high ground, which is going to be very hard to break out of later. Unless he does a lot of damage to UpMagic's economy, which it doesn't look like it's going to happen because he lost his observer, and there's just mines all over the place. Oh, man. Oh, the Reaver's dead. The Reaver has gone down, but he got at like 5 or 6. I think I couldn't see at least 5 or 6 SCVs there. So he did a pretty good job with the Reaver drop, but his base is under heavy tank fire right now. And those 2 Dragoons probably aren't really going to do much to keep UpMagic in his base. I mean, at this point, it's really even hard to say who has the advantage. It's kind of an equal game. I mean, UpMagic's economy got hurt really badly, but at the same time, Stork is contained completely. Like I mean, in order for him to get out of his base at this point, he would have to sacrifice a lot more minerals worth of units than it's going to cost UpMagic to hold him in. Yeah, UpMagic's going to move out. He's going to reinforce. He's probably just going to keep that contain up, take his natural eventually, and go from there. Actually, he might even go for the attack. Oh, what is this? UpMagic fell back off the high ground. I have no idea why he would do that. That was really a mistake. I don't know what he was thinking there. He now has to fight Stork's Dragoons on equal footing, which is just... I have no idea why he would give up that advantage. Oh man, it's Stork just... Well, I mean, normally that wouldn't be a bad move, but if you only have 4 Dragoons, you can't really afford to lose any. It's okay, he's got some reinforcements coming out now. It looks like Stork is in control of this game because for some strange reason, which I can't figure out, UpMagic gave up the high ground. I honestly, for the life of me, think he probably would have won the game if he hadn't have done that. I mean, at this point, I mean, he may be able to... I mean, he has the advantage right now, but... You know, his economy is so hurt that there's only so much he's going to be able to do. I mean, eventually Stork's just going to wear him down. As we can see here, I mean, Stork keeps building Dragoons, and UpMagic can't reinforce his army nearly as fast as Stork can. I mean, Stork is just going to keep building Dragoons and Reavers, and eventually he's going to break through. It would have been much more difficult, however, had he had to fight up a tiny ramp to tanks on high ground, blasting his army from high ground, and then he had to get up a tiny little ramp. That would have made it much more difficult. The Stork seems to be building a lot of Zealots. I don't know if he's going to get speed soon or if he's going to put those in a shuttle or what, but I can't imagine why he would want to have slow Zealots as opposed to Dragoons. Probably speed's coming up soon. I mean, he's been off one base for a long time. Oh, he's got a speed shuttle. He's putting them in a shuttle. I apologize if you guys heard that. That was me taking a sip of my drink. I'm very thirsty. Pulling a tasteless here. I'm gonna complain about my dry throat. The staff here doesn't provide me with much water. I have to get that shit myself from the kitchen. Stork with a really gutsy Reaver drop, dropping right in the middle of 3 turrets, and still manages to get the Reaver down and kill a tank. Okay, he's lost his shuttle to a Goliath, it seems. Shoot the Goliath. There you go. Okay, now he's got that Reaver in UpMagic's base now, totally unimpeded. Just free reign over his entire base to do whatever it wants. He's not even pulling his SCVs away at this point. I mean, he really has nothing he can do. I mean, this is just basically adding insult to injury. This, as bad of a state as his economy was in, it's, you know what I mean? It's even worse. Okay, there goes the Reaver. I mean, the Reaver now has, what is that, 15 kills? Okay, another 3 SCVs. 19 kills on a Reaver when you're already low in SCV count. There's just no way that UpMagic is coming back in this game. And again, he was in a good position. I still don't understand why the hell he chose to give up his high ground. I mean, even if you know your 3 tanks are going to get overwhelmed, you know, you're going to kill so many Dragoons before you do get overwhelmed that it's just going to end up being so cost effective. I mean, that seems like exactly what you would want in a situation where you're behind an economy, is to make the guy waste units. But I don't know, what can I say? I'm not a pro gamer. I mean, if I really knew better than UpMagic, I'd probably, you know what I mean? It would take me 100 games to beat UpMagic once if I got lucky. Now let's see, this game is pretty much all over. I mean, Stork just basically cleaning up. UpMagic obviously doesn't want to type GG until he knows he absolutely has 0 chance to win, but that moment is coming any second now. There he goes. GG. Stork wins. Well done. It was, again, just like I said before, this map makes for exciting games, and I think that was a pretty exciting game. I mean, there was lots of action back and forth. I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. I know it was pretty sloppy, but this is the first time I made a commentary. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Until the next one, take it easy.